Today at 12 a.m. midnight, a French studio, a small little French group, I believe they're French, dropped Mushoku Tensei fan animation on us. A beautiful fan animation. Now I know these guys for a while. They've done other fan animations. They've even done a lot of gacha game ones. They're really known for their gacha game ones. So the fact that they decided to take interest in Mushoku Tensei is a big honor. And I'm not surprised. Remember when I was first talking about Mushoku Tensei on this channel, and I was saying how its biggest fans weren't the Americans, but it was the French and the Russians. The French and the Russians really, really love Mushoku Tensei. Then it was the Hispanics, then the Japanese, then the English. The English people, very small amount of people in the English community knew about Mushoku Tensei until that trailer dropped some years ago, back in what, 2021 or something. That's how long it's been. It's not been that long, but it's been pretty long for some people on internet years, anyways. So to see this is wonderful, and they adapt 2 volumes of Mushoku Tensei, and that is volumes 14 and 15. And now, this is spoilers, major spoilers. Oh, so you don't want to be in this video because I'm just talking about the thing. I'm not showing it, I'm not reacting to it, but I'm talking about it. Because a lot of people love to reanimate or draw pictures of this volume. For a lot of people, besides volume 12, volume 15, and even the last final volumes, these are a lot of people's favorite volumes because the emotional roller coasters, the drama, the development, and of course, the action and everything that people love about Mushoku Tensei all put together in these short volumes. And for a lot of people, this is one of the darkest parts of Mushoku Tensei. So once again, if you want to be spoiled, because this is season 3 spoilers, I recommend you to not watch this video. So here we go. So this thing starts off with Rudeus one day after his adventure of saving Nanahoshi in volume 14. He comes home, he talks to the man god. The man god tells him to go into his basement, just check, see what's going on in the basement. And Rudy listens to him. Little did he know that one little order changed his life for the worse. So worse that his future self, Oldius is what we call him, comes from the future and warns him not to trust Hitagami, the man god, and leaves him a book of what will happen. In the scenes that you see in the beginning of Roxy dying, Selphie dying, things are just going completely wrong for Rudeus. That's all inside the diary. The diary. Everything goes wrong. People die left and right. Rudeus becomes the worst part of himself within this book, where he's a bigger scumbag than he's ever been in his entire life. All because of one little order. Check what's inside the basement. And that changed his life dramatically. Have you ever seen the memes on social media where you see how to scare Mushoku Tensei fan and you see this tiny little rat or a mouse? You will understand if you read and watch season 3. But anyways, in this he wakes up. He wakes up because he's given an order by the man god. The man god tells him to kill Oyster because Oyster wants to destroy Hitagami, which he says will cause the world to end. So for that to happen, Rudeus must prove his loyalty by destroying the man god. But there's more to it. Hitagami says that his children, his descendants, in the future will join the dragon god Oyster to destroy him. So he, in a way, despised Rudeus and was hoping that Rudeus would stay away from his destiny. No matter what happens, Rudeus kept getting closer and closer to it. So Rudeus in a little hard spot right now because he's saying, "You don't do this, I will make sure I destroy your family. You won't see it coming." So Rudeus is doing all this because he's pretty much wants to live a happy, peaceful life, but he can't do that because Hitagami breathing down his neck. He had to face the one person he fears most in this world, and that is Oyster. So he gets everyone on board. He gets his friends, his family. Roxy is pregnant. they're building on certain armor. Rudy's asking out Hoshi for help to lure Oyster out, and then the day of the battle happens. You know, Oyster's there. He springs open the trap. Rudy is attacking from far distance, but it's not working. Rudy thinks he has the upper hand. He's laying so many blows on Oyster, but none of them matter. He's ripping off his clothes, some bruises here and there, but it's not really harming. And then finally, Oyster comes in and just beats the crap out of Rubius, cutting off his arms, draining him out of his mana. And Rubius begs Oyster, not for his own life, but for his family, not to kill the man God, not to do that. If he does, he will destroy his family. But Oyster says he cannot do that and begins to immediately stab Rudius. Till at the very end, Eris shows up and saves the day. Believe it or not, this is not my first time seeing this. A lot of people love this scene so much that it has been adapted so many times. Manga formation, picture formation, and even there was also another music video some years back that was created showing this off. A lot of people love this. It was a lot of people's favorite film. It shows Rudy is at a desperate attempt. He's no longer in this happy life that he has. Now, a lot of people complain about season 2 because there's no action or anything like that. But the part about that is to show that Rudy just wants to be content with his ordinary daily life, where he just goes to school, goes to his wives, spend time with his family, and that's it. There's always something that gets in the way from him having a normal life in this world. And this shows one of the things that he just can't do that. One of the perfect things of having in life is having a purpose, a goal that keeps him busy, as well as just having a mundane life of family. So there goes Rudius doing that. Now, some people are saying this is already going to be better adapt than the anime studio can ever do. I have to disagree. So far, Studio Bind has done an excellent job at adapting the stuff, and this was only 12 minutes. It was well animated, especially the fight scenes, but at the same time, there were some scenes that still lagged here and there. And the music was great, and of course, listening it in French audio, you know. In the past, when I told people I didn't really care for the Chinese language, the Chinese dubbing when it comes to their shows, and people got on me about that, I just don't like it. Or I like some of the Korean ones, but I do like the French language, because I grew up watching Wakfu, I even watch Koli Yoko in French and stuff, so I don't mind the French language and stuff. Heck, even Gravity Rush and so any of the songs, like they're from France. It's just a beautiful language. So yeah, I'm not saying I think they're French. I hope if they're not, they're not. But I think they are because I don't think any other country's studio would work on Mushoku Tensei like this. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me know. But other than that, yeah, this was an amazing animation, and it was 12 minutes of awesome and everything. So I will have a link in the below description for you guys to go watch it because it is amazing. I know all the fans I follow and ones that follow me are already talking about it, and they've already watched it like 5 times and stuff. Amateurs. I watched it 11. So on my level, it's nice to see some Mushoku Tensei content. It has been a while since we've seen anything like any update. We just know that season 3 is on its way in production. But we don't know what they're going to do. Usually the order of what we've seen so far in Studio Bind is that they'll work on one season of Mushoku Tensei, then they'll work on something else. Then we were hoping that they'll go back to another season of Mushoku Tensei. But so far, no visuals, no art, no animation, nothing. So it's been pretty dry for us. We have gotten redundancy, the very controversial redundancy that recently came out in Japan, yet to come out here in America, but still it has everyone talking. Imagine when it does hit English translation. Oh my goodness, it will be crazy. Being said, that's pretty much it we got from Mushoku Tensei content. The manga is still going on. I talk about it here and there, but it's still catching up to the anime. So eventually, I believe when the manga catches up to the anime, it'll probably go on break, and then the anime will be announced. That's why I believe what will happen. That's how it usually does happen when it comes to the manga. Like I remember when the manga hit it near volume the end of season one in the manga before the anime came out, took a break, and then when the anime came back, well, the anime came out, the manga came back. So you can always tell when the animes will come out when the manga hits break. The manga always hits break, so the anime can catch up, and then the manga catches up. That's how it usually works when it comes to Mushoku Tensei. I I can be right about this. I'm usually right about this. I also could be wrong. You never know. So, anyways, that's what I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys check in the link and watch this fan animation project. It is beautiful. I love it. The music, the animation, even the character designs, all of it is amazing. I love how they capture the tone, mainly the tone of the grim, dark situation that our characters are in, and how this will change the future of the series. This is a very important volume that they adapted. I guess that's why there's so many people's favorite after all. It's one of my favorites too. So anyways, if this is your favorite, let me know that as well. So anyways, I'll leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. It says in the background, all anime. Signing out.